Hey everybody, it's Ash. So today I'm going to review this Balma. She is just a third-party figure, so we're going to take a look at her and see how she is. While I open her, don't forget to everybody to leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow. I definitely appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going to take her out. Here's what she looks like. Weapon. So it looks like these hang around her neck. She has several hands, of course, and then she has a face on, but she has this face. And then she has this face. Then we have the Dragon Ball and the radar. These are very tiny. So here's this. And there's that. Make sure I don't lose that. Alright, let's take a look at it. Oh, her arm fell off. Okay, so here's what she looks like. So let's look at a few things. I like her hair. Okay, so for articulation, head goes all the way down, head goes back. Her arms are sticky. They're a little hard to move. Her arms do come out. Okay, so her arm with this on it doesn't fold very much. And her hands move, of course. Ab crunch, she goes back and forward. So she has a little satchel right here. It clips in, so you can take it off if you want to. You could take that satchel off. Her hip is kind of torqued out a little bit to the side because how she's standing. Move that satchel. So her articulation is just not good. I mean, she's very hard to move. She doesn't move very much. This knee bends back. This knee, however, does not bend. It looks like it's gonna snap. I don't know, maybe it needs to be loosened up. It does turn. Maybe it's not, maybe she's not supposed to bend as much on that side. I'm not sure. And then she has just a little bit of ankle articulation. So this figure definitely feels cheap. She has that where she can move side to side. It definitely feels like a cheap figure. I don't like her articulation. I don't like the way she moves. Her hip is kind of torqued over that side, so that's going to kind of limit, you know, how you could pose her if you wanted to. Got that back in. All right, let's do some switching and see how she is. This is also the third face that she has on. Let's see here. So hair comes off. This is what the hair connection looks like. And let's just put this face on her. Okay, so pretty easy to change out her face. Let's go ahead and change out her hands. I believe she has a hand that holds those as well, so let's see here. Her hands are very, very tiny, just a heads up. So yeah, she does have a hand with the thing in the middle of it to hold it. Okay, so she has the hand with the peg, so you can put that in there. I'm thinking maybe she holds this ball too, but I can't find an opening on it. I'll have to look at it in better light. And then she holds on to it. Her arm just will not stay on. So her hands really suck to change in and out. I mean, she's a really cheap figure. So you can take this off. It looks like if you pulled the bottom part of her arm off, you could probably take this off. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to leave it on there anyway. And then I'm going to have to figure out why her arm doesn't want to stay in place. Let's try to get her glasses around her neck. I'm a little nervous about it because she's just cheap. I'll put that on there. There you go. And then she just snaps back on. So there's her glasses around her neck. The satchel really doesn't stay in place. I mean, she's really just going to be put on her shelf and not messed with. So not too bad. She was pretty cheap anyway. If you guys want the link to her, let me know. But if you just want a cheap figure, then she's not bad. So yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around, play around with her arms a little bit more. Like I said, she's not an expensive figure. She's very cheap. It kind of depends on how you want to stand her. For me, because she's just gonna get put on a shelf and then that's gonna be it. So, just a few complaints with her. Like I said, if you do get her, you just want to be real careful with her. You don't want to go, pushing on her too hard. It doesn't feel like. So, yeah, it's like this whole side of her body just doesn't move very much. So, there's her leg. I did get her leg loosened up. So I'm not sure why or if I can fix it, but see how her ankle is almost connected to her leg there. And then on this side, for one, her ankle joints are two different colors, which is probably because of her pants, but it's very far down. So it makes her ankle look kind of dumb. See? I think they did it because this leg is supposed to be longer because of how her hip is. I mean, it makes sense. It just, to me, it looks kind of stupid. I do want to thank everybody for watching. I know this wasn't a super great review, but it's not a super great figure. Kind of have to do a lot of messing with her. So I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys do have this figure, let me know what you think about her. But yeah, everybody have a good night. Bye.